If not, we'll go to the privilege of the floor on any of the items that are in the agenda. Okay. Lou, why don't we start with the reports with you?
Okay. Very good. As far as highway, not too much to report other than the fact that we started cleanup last week and we're in our second week of cleanup. Actually, we're going to start our second week of cleanup. The only thing that's happening out there, when we had the storm, we went out in all the subdivisions and went several times collecting a lot of the branches and trees and so forth. And we advertised that we'll do it again when we did cleanup. But apparently, it seems like the cleanup is being done in some areas and people are still putting out all these branches and so forth. It's going to be tough to go back because we've been there 3 or 4 times. Another item for Highway Department, we got notification from FEMA. I reported last month that we put some money in for FEMA during flooding. The flooding of March 13th and 14th, FEMA has declared Orange County a disaster area. So now we're going to be submitting officially now for $64,626. We already presented that to the county, but now it's going to go to FEMA. So I guess we have a good shot at getting that money back. As far as the seniors center, the rentals are up. We're doing very well so far this year on rentals. We're practically booked up to the end of May. And we're still waiting to hear from Mrs. Perez from the state as far as the grant that we submitted a month and a half ago for $26,000. So that's it for now.
Good. Thank you very much, Lou. Kenny?
You want to be very quick, very quiet a month, thank goodness, in water and sewer. No water main breaks, no problems out there. The markings crew are out there sprucing up after some of the damage done with the twigs and stuff around the pump houses, so that's to do maintenance work. Had a successful meeting earlier in the month, thank the board for, we met with the Hamiltonian Park and Arcadia Hills residents explained to me their rate increases. And as you'll see tonight, we're finally going to have a contract with the Humane Society. Hopefully we got that approved, and other than that, been quiet. Thank you.
Good. George?
Yes, JRC report is as follows. There's a lot of planting that we're doing out at Craigville Park, specifically Rose of Sharon bushes, because I have a source that has a lot of Rose of Sharon bushes and is looking to get rid of them. In fact, I'm digging up some more tomorrow, and Kate Schmidt and Trish Sherlock are going to be out there planting either Friday or Saturday. The Little League Day, for lack of a better term, was held on April 10th. It's basically a work party between the Little League parents and members of the JRC to get the fields in shape. There was a tree planting day, Rose of Sharon and others, on April 17th, which went very well. The Girl Scout Spirit Day was held at Craigville Park on last Saturday, the 24th. We have a new director hired for the day camp, and just got this today. I'm in the process of investigating it. I know it's been reported to police already, but 3 benches were destroyed at the Salesian Park, and I guess we're going to have to increase patrols. I don't know the full story, but I'm going to work on that tomorrow. That's it, Doug.
Good. Thank you, George. Phil?
Just to continue on what George said, I guess all the agencies were contacted, including yourself, but the village police are the ones that are going to be handling this, and not the town police. So just
Their jurisdiction.
It's their jurisdiction, so our town police have been notified, but they're not going to take any actions. The village police are going to take all the actions. There's not too much going on. It's relatively quiet, and as far as police activity, that's a good thing. We still are in the middle of contract negotiations with the PBA. We are at the mediation stage, and we have a mediator coming down. We met with her and the PBA once. Didn't resolve anything, but just got a few issues on the table. So we'll see where we're going to go with that. We do have a meeting set up with her, the mediator, and the PBA It's in the very near future, I forget the exact date, you remember the date?
No, I don't.
However, sometime in May.
Right.
Now, we did have a discussion with our police chief as far as budget expenditures and how we will contain the expenses so that we're on target. We did that in executive session because we discussed personnel also. But I had a discussion with the chief today, and he is working on that. So he is prepared to meet with us next Monday, and hopefully there'll be some recommendations on what we're going to do as far as meeting our budget goals. So with that, that's about it.
Good, thank you. I have a couple of items. One is the pursuant of what Phil was talking about in terms of cost savings. Town board, we had put in the budget this past year that we would have 2 part-timers to work in the assessor's office, work on the revaluation of the properties in town. And we loaning now a person from the building and zoning office over to the assessor's office in lieu of hiring somebody, because the work is done in that department, and we're just taking that effort and moving it across. So it will in fact save us a part-time person. Another cost reduction idea, a thing that went on is the water and sewer department. They flush twice a year all the water lines in our 4 water districts, and normally they purchase water. These tractor-trailer trucks will come in, they put it on there, they pump it through. Well, we had enough water in our tanks and things to do it without purchasing water. It saved about $5,000. The town board authorized me to forward to the Environmental Facilities Corporation 2 project submissions to replace the sewer infrastructure in Hamiltonian Park and Arcadia Hills. I think the total cost that we're asking for is $5.3 million. And those have been received by the EFC, and they're currently being evaluated. They've assigned a person by name, a telephone number. So we'll keep tabs on where they are in the process to see that we are giving our just due on that. The last item is the cupola on top of the building here. I was authorized by the board to have an engineer look at this to see how rotten it is or whatever it is. It's not in very good state of repair. But we had to go on a history lesson to figure it all out, because the first thing he asked was, well, where are the plans for the buildings at? So we had to go back to the time when this building burned down in 1992, pardon me. And so I've got the blueprints and this and that. The cost of repair back in 1992 is projected to be $40,000. It's my understanding they just took it off of the crane, took it down the side, washed it off, put a little paint on it, put it back up, and didn't spend $40 grand then. Guess what? We're going to have to spend money now. So anyway, it was kind of an interesting thing to see how it all unfolds and how a decision. Kick the can down the road, sooner or later somebody's going to have to pick it up. So that's it on repairs. Yeah, I don't know whose mic it is. I turned mine off. It's still doing it.
No, mine's off, it doesn't work. Mine doesn't work.
Well, that's on.
It's on. That maybe would lose.
No, it can't be mine. Mine's off.
Oh, okay.
Mine says one.
Well, now it's not doing it, so. All right. The first item is we have a new contract proposal that the town board has reviewed.